So Connecthings is a French company that's celebrating this week its 10 years. We're working with over 60 cities in the world, including Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Rio de Janeiro, New York, Austin as well here in the US. We help cities getting smarter by connecting their street furnitures and connect it with a smartphone of their citizens and providing the right information at the right time at the right place. So we've been pretty successful, and we raised $10 million last year. So pretty successful. I'm the Executive Vice President of Connecthings North America. It's been 6 years that I've been working with Connecthings, and my job is to spread the love of Connecthings around North America. And now we have great project going on in Austin, in New York, in the Rockaways, in Long Island City, for example. And we just formed a partnership with Current by GE. We all know that transportation here in the US is going through a revolution. Is that now you have dozens of ways to move from point A to point B. It's no longer just your car or the public transit. Now you have the bike sharing, you have the dockless bike sharing, you have the scooter sharing, like in SF. You have the few companies for rail sharing, car sharing, and so on and so on. So the offers is getting broader, and the users is kind of forced to download as many apps, as many transport he wants to move. So our job is really to think about the future, and the future is having connected space that are able to provide the right solution to their users. So whenever you're going out of the subway, maybe automatically you will receive the bus around you, or maybe the bike sharing scheme. If your bus is late and you're arriving at your bus stop, maybe your application will smartly tell you to find another means of transport. So we really believe that there is no smart transportation without smart cities. There is no autonomous vehicle without smart streets. And this is where we position ourselves. We're trying to help cities get on the bandwagon of the mobility revolution, not trying to lower down, but really to open the infrastructure the same way they were opening their data. Now they have connected infrastructures, whether sensor or engaging IoT technology that can build an infrastructure for those new mobility schemes that are arriving, create better first mile and last mile, because this is a big problem in the US. Usually you park your car, then you take the public transport, or you take the bike to the subway. How can you make that smoother and more practical for the citizen are big challenges that the cities are confronting today, and are looking for innovative ideas. And this is where Connecthings, by working with so many cities in Europe and now in the US, is bringing kind of new ideas on the table that really work, that have been implemented in Barcelona, that have been implemented in Paris or in Lyon, or and can inspire US cities. So I think one of the things that we'll be exchanging tomorrow are inspiring ideas. One of our biggest projects of all time is with the city of Barcelona. So we equipped 8,000 street furnitures with IoT technology to make the city more accessible, whether for tourists, for riders, everyday riders, and make their everyday journey more interesting and more interactive. So I'm really proud of that project. That won last year the prize of the World Best Solution for Mobility and Sustainability in the World in the Smart City Expo World Congress. So we're really proud of that project. And now we have a giant project going on in the city of Paris with a partner called JCDecaux, where we equipped all the bus shelters with IoT technology like Bluetooth beacon. that would enable a new generation of transport services. So we're really proud of that project that we just launched. And we partner with Cisco to launch a hackathon, so lots of startups can come and bring innovative ideas on the table. So Paris is definitely a city to follow up. Also because they have the the Olympic Games coming up. So it will be one of our key cities in the world for IoT and next generation transport services. Smart city has been a buzzword for the past 5-6 years. So there's a lot of things into a smart city. I think one of the key elements is transparency. So cities have to be more and more open, opening more and more their data to be able to generate new services for the citizen, more transparency on the way they're spending their money, on the way they're improving things, and things that were unbelievable before. Like opening all your data about delays in the metro of New York now is published, so you can see how good is a city evolving. There's no city that is perfect, there's no transit system that is perfect, but the fact that you open everything, your data, your connected furnitures, shows that you believe you can be measured, and so your efforts can be measured and the improvement can be measured. So I think the right step is really to be able to quantify how smart is a city and compare to other cities, of course, but also provide citizens with tools that demonstrate that the city is progressing. So for us, this Congress is a great way to gain some insights about how US city works, how US transit works, to be able to adapt our solution to the US market. We know that the way you take the transport in Europe is very different for most of America from Europe. So we have to better understand. What we've been understanding is that there is a strong gap or big challenge for the first mile and last mile. Like, how do I push people maybe to take their car to the first mile, but then I push them to park and take the public transit? How I push more car sharing, more carpooling solutions? While in Europe, carpooling is mostly from one city to another, but not really to go to work every day. So this is where I think Connecthings has can have a strong impact by transforming a bus stop into a multimodal stop, where finally tomorrow you will not wait for your bus, you will wait for your carpooling opportunities, or whenever there's an incident on your subway, well, the system is smart enough to tell you other opportunities, maybe by car sharing or bike sharing around you, depending on the real-time context of the city. So I think we have strong assets to succeed here in the US. We will demonstrate it in Austin, we'll demonstrate it in New York, and we hope it will spread the love in all America. What I love about the Smart City Summit is the possibility to interact with cities, CIOs, transit agencies. So I'm really excited about the conference, to be able to get some insight. It was super interesting. This morning the MTA was explaining some of the infrastructure project that they have. So it's really a good way for us to gain insights, especially as a foreign company. So it was very, very interesting. And it's a small summit, so it's also human size. So you can talk to people, while if you go to other bigger event, it's more complicated because there's too many people, too many panels at the same time, you cannot see everything. So I like when it's still a human size congress. So this is very, very positive.